have a controlled SR latch. I want to have a controlled SR latch. Controlled SR latch is nothing but gated SR latch. And you all saw in your module 2 that whenever I wanted this control thing into picture, I had kept enable. Enable means controlling. If I enable it high, it will work. If I enable it low, it will not work. If it is active low enable signal means if I make it 0, it will work. If I make it 1, it will not work. So gated SR latch is nothing but controlling it or having a enable input. So how do we do that? What we do is we connect one AND gate. We connect one AND gate, okay? And input of this AND gate will be your S and R. As somebody told me, R will be there for Q. And the other input of AND gate is given to enable. Okay, and you can see I have given this enable as active high. So what will happen now? If enable is high, understand the working now. If enable is high, then only whatever is there at R will come here and whatever is there as S will come here. Because you know that for an AND gate, if one of the input is 1, output becomes equal to input. So if enable is high and R is 0, output will be 0. Enable is high, output is R is 1, output will be 1. So enable high or one of the input of these two AND gates are high means your R is reflected here, your S is reflected here. And this circuit of NOR gate SR latch you have seen yesterday itself. So what is the change here? Only change is this enable. So yesterday whatever truth table you people had seen, the same truth table will come into picture. Only one SR will be, one enable will be added. So again I am making the concise truth table. Okay, when you see in your book and all, you will get an elaborate one also. Okay, I will explain the elaborate one also later. As of now, you see the concise one only. So what will be the change? If your 0, if enable is 0, what will happen? Everything will be don't care. Everything will be don't care. So S and R, if it is don't care, what will happen to your output? What will happen to your output? Because you are not changing, neither setting nor resetting nor
same value, ma'am.
Previous value, right? So it will be previous value. Previous value means N. So if enable is 0, it behaves as memory only, but it is not actual memory state. It is behaving as memory because of enable. It comes under no change only. And if you have your enable input as 1, if you have your enable input as 1, then your rest of the truth table is whatever you have seen yesterday you saw that when S and R is 0 0, it is a memory state. When S is 0, R is 1, it is a reset state. When S is 1, R is 0, it is a set state. And when both S and R are 1, it is a indeterminate state. Okay, now when we talk about expanded truth table, what do they do is simply for each case. For example, for SR equal to 0, they will make two cases. Two cases means keep taking Q equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. What I will do, I will post the detailed truth table in the Google Classroom. You people can copy from that. So this one is concise truth table. Detailed truth table will be posted in the class Google Classroom. You can copy it from there. You can leave some space for the detailed one. Detailed one, there is no big difference. Only the thing is when S and R is equal to 0 0, two rows will come for it, keeping Q equal to 0 and Q equal to 1. So Q equal to 0 means output will also be 0. Q equal to 1 means output will also be 1. Again, for 0 1 set case, your Q will be 1 time 0, 1 time 1. For both the cases, output will be 0 only. Okay, so I will share this in the Google Classroom. You can make a note of it. And if you have any doubt with respect to that, you can ask me in the next class. So this gated SR latch using NOR gate I hope it is clear to you people. Now we will do gated SR latch using a NAND gate. Any doubt in the first one? Let me know. Okay, so now I will make gated SR latch using the NOR gate. Now you know that if I have this, or of course you have a feedback for this one as we have been seeing since yesterday. Okay, and you know that next you will have another NAND gate here, because you saw that for NAND SR latch we wanted 4 NAND gate, and you remember that we were giving S and R here. So S will be top or bottom?
Bottom, ma'am.
Bottom.
Bottom, ma'am.
Bottom, ma'am.
S will be top or bottom, I am asking. For a NOR
Bottom.
gate,
Top, ma'am. Top,
Top,
ma'am.
ma'am.
correct, up. Please remember this, I am repeating it again and again. For a NOR gate latch, R is in line with Q. But for a NAND gate latch, S is in line with Q. Okay, S is in line with Q and R will come down, and our enable can work with this. Now you have to observe how. You can write either E or EN, both will mean enable only. Okay, now you can observe what will happen. If enable is 1, if enable is 1, NAND gate truth table you should remember. If enable is 1 and set is also 1, so 1 and 1 will give output as 0. Remember? And again, if R is, if let me take the memory state only, it is easy to explain. If enable is 1 and S and R are 0 and 0, so 1 and 0 will give me a, what it will give me, tell me? 1 and 0 will give me NAND gate. How much time you want?
0, ma'am.
1 and 0 input will give me NAND output as 1, because 1 and 0 and is 0 and NAND will become 1, right? Same way, 1 here and R as 0, 1 and 0 and is 0, NAND is 1. So S and R 0, 0 will give me 1, 1 here, and you will get your output with respect to memory cell. What you can do, no, just for understanding, no doubt with you, with I am giving you NAND output here. Okay, so 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So you all know that if it is 0 0, NAND is 1, right? 0 0 is 0, so 1 0 1 is also 1 0. Okay, now you can check this. If one of it is taken as enable, if one of it is taken as enable, what will happen? What will happen if enable is 0? If enable is 0, what is happening? Anyway, when enable is 0, you need not bother, but you have to see this part. Let me use another color. Now you check this. See this part. What is happening? If enable is 1, output is complement of input. If enable is 1, 0, output is complement of input. That is what you wanted, na? Here in your previous circuit of a NAND gate latch, where you were using this as a NOT gate. Remember? What was your NAND gate latch circuit? You were using it as a NOT gate. The first pair of NAND gate was used as NOT gate. So what is happening here? If you keep your enable as 1, you are getting your NOT operation only. 0 to 1, 1 to 0. You are getting one operation only. And if enable is 0, what is happening? If enable is 0, I am taking one of this input A as enable. Okay. I am taking this A as enable. Enable of NAND gate. So enable of NAND gate. So when enable is 0, what is happening? You are getting output as 1 1. And 1 1 means what? Do you remember? What was 1 1 for S bar R bar latch? 1 1 was memory. Okay, you people revise it. Okay, things are not there in your buffer memory. Please revise it. Okay, so you remember that when your S bar R bar, because here you get S bar and R bar only, no? So in S bar R bar latch, when S bar and R bar was 1 1, it was in memory state. So here also, when enable is 0, NAND gate remains in memory state. If enable is 1, then you get a complement output here, that is S bar and R bar. So it becomes a normal SR latch. So the truth table what I have made here for NOR gated latch remains true for NAND gated latch also. So this truth table is applicable for NOR gate latch or NAND gate latch. NOR or NAND gated latch has the same truth table, and you should remember that we have done enough of internal circuit now, but when we do actual circuit, when we see use flip-flop, we will be having only this block diagram which says that you have an S and R here and output as Q and Q bar. This is the circuit. This is the block diagram which you will see in general, and your enable input will be there as a separate control input. So this is the block diagram of SR latch. This is the block diagram of SR latch, or we can also call it as flip-flop. The exact differences I will tell you. Is this clear? So this becomes a gated or controlled SR latch. Inside this, it may be a NOR latch, or inside this, it may be a NAND latch. It is none of your business when you are using it for your application. But if anybody asks you the functioning of inside the SR latch using NOR or using NAND, you should be able to explain this. Okay. So this is how things work for a gated SR latch. I hope this is clear to all of you. Is it clear? Can I go on to the next topic? We will see one application now. Any doubt with respect to the block diagram or the truth table or the functioning? Please let me know. I will explain. Otherwise, I will go to the next topic. Okay, fine. So, all clear, I guess. So, now we will do next. We will do next application of SR latch, and this is a very popular application of SR latch where you will see a combination of mechanical purpose or a mechanical application using a SR latch. Okay, now before you understand this application, you should understand the problem. I am talking about the application for a switch debouncer. Switch debouncer. Okay, now what do you mean by switch debouncer? I will show you. In mechanical system, they have a switch. Okay, you all know a spring switch. A spring switch in which I will be showing that this switch is there, no, what I am drawing on the screen. A switch is there which will be connected to B. For example, if I want to connect this power supply to the connection of B, I will connect it in this direction. I will connect it in this direction. For example, I want to give power from B instead of B. If I want to give to A, then what will I do? I will connect it this side. I will move the switch this side and it will get connected to A. So what happens? Whichever side your switch is connected, either A or B, the voltage of V will be seen at that side. Now I will show you the diagram or waveform of this VA. Okay, now I am showing VA. So initially, as this diagram shows, initially your switch is towards B, right? Initially it is towards B. So VB, voltage at B will be equal to V voltage. And I am taking this battery as V voltage. Because switch is connected, you can see this, because switch is connected at B, VB will be equal to 5 volts, right? Now, VA will be equal to 0 volt, right? VA will be equal to 0 volt. Now, at specific time, I am switching it to from B to A. So, when I am switching it to A, VB becomes 0, right? VB becomes 0 because I am switching it to A. Now the problem arises. What is the problem? The problem is when this switch goes from B to A, it is like a push button, no? It is like a push button. So we switch it, mechanical switch, no? We switch it from B to A. It goes and sits at A. So A will get VA equal to V. It will get, not a problem, but it bounces. It bounces back because it has, the mechanical switch has the property of mechanical bouncing. So it will bounce. Bouncing means what? At a moment it will be bouncing at A. You can see my mouse how it is happening. It will touch A, bounce back, again touch A, again bounce back, again touch A, and with that little bit oscillation, finally it will go and sit at A. But this bouncing will happen once or twice or thrice based upon the mechanical strength of the switch. So this bouncing, when it happens, the time it is connected to VA, you get your VA equal to V. But the time it does not connect, it will be 0. Again it connects, it will become A. Again it switches back, it becomes 0. And again it connects. After 1-2 times bouncing, it may get connected properly and it will remain there. It will remain there. What will happen at VB side? VB side, it has left VB long time back at this moment only. At this T equal to T, you can say, it had left. It had left it had left your VB. So VB does not have any problem here. Problem of bouncing will happen where it was reached. That means at VA. It has reached. Okay. Now coming back to, suppose at this moment, at I will call this as T1. At this moment I switched the switch at T2. I switched the switch from VA to VB. Now what will happen? The same bouncing phenomena will happen at T2 now. Now the bouncing will be seen by whom? It will be seen by VB. It has left VA, it will reach VB, and what will happen? It will go bounce. Again go bounce. Again go bounce. Here it will be, for VA it will be all the time 0, but for VB it will be at 1 after this bouncing. So this, what is shown here, this bouncing is making it unstable. This bouncing and this bouncing, this is only the problem of switch debouncing. So this shows that the switch is debouncing and this is the problem. Now I am telling that we have a solution using SR latch. Can somebody think and tell me? I will be very happy if you are able to think and tell me. Again, I am making the switch. By the time if somebody gives me answer, I will be happy. I am making, because if you have this mechanical switch at various places in industry, you can't go and say that I want to change all the switch. You have to provide some added extension to your switch so that it works properly and this debouncing effect goes. Anyway, before anybody can tell, I have made the circuit. Now I hope you should be able to understand it at least. This is a switch debouncer circuit. This is a switch debouncer circuit. Now you see how it will help. Try to see how it will help. Are you able to analyze? Okay, let me only tell. See, when the switch is at B, suppose when the switch is at B and B is actually a reset, and when it is connected to B means it is resetting the flip-flop, and Q will be what? Q will be 0 and Q bar will be 1. This is what you want. When it is connected to B, VB should be high or equal to V voltage or however it is, and VA is 0. So it is in a reset state. When this switch is towards A, it is a set state. Set state says what? S equal to 1 means Q will be high and Q bar, that means VB will be 0. So your set and reset is taking care of VA to be high when switch is towards A and VB to be high when switch is towards B. No problem. Now how this debouncing thing is taken care? The time when it goes from B to A and it touches A, it sets it, right? It sets it. VA becomes 1. For example, here only. Initially, it was at B. Let us take this diagram only. Initially, when it was at B, it was easily keeping it as reset state and VB was high and VA was low. Now, from B, when it went to A, it became set state and this high thing came. Now, at this moment, when it debounced from here, it was somewhere in between. It was neither connected to A nor connected to B, and at this moment where you can see my mouse, you can see that it was not connected either to A or to B. So both of them were 0, 0. Now what will happen in this case? When both A and B are 0, 0, it goes into which state? It goes into which state? When A and B both are 0, 0 or S and R both are 0, 0, it goes to which state?
No change state, ma'am.
It goes to a
Memory state.
Memory state, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It goes to a memory state. I am trying to use the same diagram. Okay. Now you can see what happens. What happens when you have the SR latch in between. So what happens at the moment when it is at Q side, and this I will call it as Q bar. So it is at 0 when it goes to 1, when the switch has gone from B to A becomes set, and then the bouncing happens. It goes to memory state. Memory state means what? Q remains Q, Q bar remains Q bar. Understood? And when again it goes to A, when it bounces again, touches A, it goes to set state again. Set, whether it is set state or memory state, Q remains at 1 only. Are you able to understand? When it is set, also Q is 1. When it is memory, also Q is 1. So there is no disturbance as such. There is no disturbance. The same when it changes at T2 time, again, when it changes from VA to VB and the bouncing starts at this side, when it goes from A to B, it goes to reset state. Reset state means at T equal to T2, T time equal to T2, Q bar becomes 1 because it has gone to reset state, back to reset state. And again, when it bounces, it goes to memory state. When it goes to memory state, again what happens? Q bar remains 1, Q remains 0. And this goes on. And this goes on. So, because of this in between 0, 0, no connection, it remains at memory state, no bouncing effect is seen, and the waveform is smooth and stable without any fluctuations. So this is the waveforms for switch debouncer. You should understand the working, block diagram and waveform also. Okay, any doubt in this? It is a simple straightforward application, and you can see how much it has helped the industry, where they are introducing this SR latch in between their mechanical switch. Yes, any doubt with respect to this? If you have doubt, ask me quickly, otherwise we will go to next topic. Application of SR flip-flop. Okay, one more thing I would like you people to see with respect to your gated SR latch. You saw gated SR latch, na? Now I want you to see gated D latch. Okay, I want you to see gated D latch. Now what do you mean by gated D latch? Gated D latch is the same thing as this SR latch. Okay, and only small change is there. I am drawing this circuit again. Okay, I am drawing this circuit again. Exactly same circuit which I am copying for from SR latch. Okay, so no change as of now. And you have your S, you have a R. This was your S. I'm not writing it because I'm making it a D latch. And what is a D latch? D latch will be connecting from one input to other input, a NOT gate. Can you see? I have connected a NOT gate. I have connected a NOT gate. Now you have to see how the things change. How the things change. We will be using our previous truth table only. Only the part which is coming, I will be using that. Now it is only one input. It is only one input. So I will write E and D and Q. Okay. Now let us see. If I make D equal to 0, all of you please see carefully. Okay. Now let us see when E is 0, what is happening. When E is 0, it is same circuit with this. Only the difference is there is a NOT gate connected between S and R. So which all cases will be seen here in this truth table? Which all cases will come? Enable equal to 0 will come. Let us make that. If enable is 0, S and R was don't care. S and R was don't care. If enable is 0, whether at D you are putting 0, 1 does not matter. If enable is 0, both of these inputs were don't care. So it remains don't care here also. And what was your output in this case? Output is same as the previous input. So we will call it as Q only, right? We will call it as Q only. Now let us see when enable is 1 and I am making my D as 0. Can somebody tell me which case of these 4 rows will be used here? If enable is 1 and I am making D equal to 0, which case of this second row, third row, fourth row or fifth row? Which case will be used?
Third row, ma'am.
Third row, very good. So if enable is 1 and I made D equal to 0, so you can see, D is nothing but it was S. And then what is becoming R with this NOT gate? This D is making this as 1. So it becomes S equal to 0 and R equal to 1. So third row. When S is 0 is nothing but D now. D 0, R 1. So third row will come into picture. So when D is 0 now, Q will be what? Q will be following this functioning only, and it will be 0. Right? Now, let us see next. What can be the other possibility? Enable is 1 and D is 1. Enable is 1 and D is 1. Now, which case will come? Now, which case will come? Which row will come?
Fourth, ma'am.
Now, fourth row will come. Because S is 1, D is 1, R becomes 0. So, this is fourth row and output becomes 1. So, this is your gated D latch. Why it is gated? Gated because it is being controlled with your enable pin. So, it is called as gated. So, you have a gated D latch, and D latch means it is having a no change condition and it is having Q equal to D condition. So if you try to see, the formula says that Q will be equal to D. Q will be equal to D, and because enable is also there into picture, you can also say the formula as D into E. So if E is 0, if E, no, you should not say actually E, D into E. It will be a different problem, but if enable is high, then Q is equal to D. If enable is high, then Q equal to D. So you can see Q is following D. When D is 0, Qn plus 1 become D. When D is 1, Qn plus 1 becomes 1. So that is why D latch is also called as delay latch, or another word is data latch. Another name for this is delay or data latch. D for delay, D for data. D for delay, D for data. So delay means with after one clock cycle, output becomes equal to input. After one clock cycle, 1 becomes equal to 1 followed. So this is called as Q becomes equal to D after the one clock cycle, or we can say with a delay D passes on to Q. With a delay D passes on to Q. So this is a gated D latch. This is one more extra topic you can understand. It is gated D latch. After our gated SR latch, we should understand what is clocked SR flip-flop. Clocked SR flip-flop. Under clocked SR flip-flop, there are two categories. Okay. So our next topic will be the triggered flip-flop. Now you saw that we have a enable pin. Later we can have a clock in place of enable, and then comes into picture level triggered and pulse triggered. So the next part we will do that.